So gentle at times.
Brought to you by Marvel United.
Ass time.
Ass time. We achieved godhood, and oh, okay.
So I got my cutie mark, and it's the shape of Captain America's shield. Michelle, that was for you. I'm glad you like that. That I feel honored that made you laugh.
What does that even mean?
What's that?
Oh God. All right, so the group had come back to Harvested with the goblin body to use to try and bring back packs. Mia was cast out because she had almost died with the worm creature encounter. Candor reminded us that if one of us dies, especially in Hellrun, to make sure to bring the body back. And Comstock had brought Patri back with hopes to resurrect him. Nikolai asked Candor lots of questions about how this procedure to extract packs would work, and wasn't super comfortable with it, but there wasn't really any option, and it wasn't ideal since I also have energy drain and death curse. But the procedure happened. It was kind of psychedelic, and then Pax came back as my cohort, and met everyone except for Niev, who was sleeping, and Gord, who was weird. Pax thought Hadhup was very nice and that they had food, and tried playing music for the dangerous plants, which didn't do much, and they instead fed on Hadhup. That's my summary.
And Gord's the weird one.
Yes. How about this energy drink? Can I get any help with that?
Gotta get my magic points back.
I don't even remember. Also, is Pax on the screen somewhere?
And all my spell points. I can do some more spells.
I assume energy drain was from a combat, but I don't exactly remember what and when.
Go!
Wait, did the real big demon have energy drain still?
I don't think you're energy draining at all. I think you're remembering that incorrectly. And I think you had become a pegacorn or an alicorn. And by the way, curse you, Brendan Green, because you are the reason I know that shit. I know. And he's the only reason I know that stuff.
I want to become a bicorn.
Yeah, will wake up and probably be a little disoriented because she's not really used to the surroundings, and yeah, I'm not sure what that's all about.
It's more like Little House on the Prairie, kind of, to be honest.
So she's kind of looking around, not quite sure who she's looking for at the moment, because it's like, wait, what all just happened? She'll probably go downstairs, see about maybe food. Shut
What?
up. Is everything okay? You don't... Yeah. Do you need, like, healing or something? Are you okay? Okay, well, let me know if you need some sort of healing. I'll be happy to do that for you. I love potato-like things. There's no meat, right? Who? Oh, okay. Is there a new person here? Oh.
It just
Okay.
sounds wrong.
Well, I don't know how to respond to that or indeed how that might have happened, but I guess I'll meet them whenever they wake up. Oh. Sort of like Brianna.
All right. Erasmus is gonna.
Oh, a ukulele. Oh. Okay.
Ukulele, me-lele, we
Well, I know nothing about music, so... That seems right. Well, thank you for the food.
Max will help Pat have breakfast.
I will. Erasmus will attempt to make a joke to brighten everyone's mood and go. You're looking sanguine despite everything this morning, my goblin friend. Wait for the laughter. Cheerful and optimistic as if you have a lot of blood.
Gort passes through and says your humor algorithm needs updating.
I go, it's all right, my friend. It was, as people would call, an attempt at humor. Yes, I'll rework the joke in my journal later on. Oh no, that defeats the journal if I lie there. That's interesting take, but no, I don't want to get into that. Unless you're doing an alternate journal, trying to fool people who are stalking you.
Steve, Ryan says he can't hear you.
Oh jeez. Oh jeez.
It's the bi-monthly failure thing. That's why. You just got to stop that subscription.
Well, the thing is, like, I fixed it. If I set it to a specific input device, it shouldn't change that input device, but it does. Thank you, Ryan. Much appreciated. Thankfully, not much was lost, so.
Boy, so much for
he
my
did message
joke.
me directly, but I did not see it.
It's good that the message was back.
Well, because my Discord, when you start streaming, Discord puts you in streamer mode, and streamer mode turns off alerts because
I'm just saying,
that's
is
helpful.
it just typed in?
So, about that local sports team. So, I'm gonna enjoy a breakfast.
All right.
Upset that my joke did not lighten the mood. But it's kind of, how's everybody feeling about what's going on?
Patient.
What is going on?
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at.
Hi.
What is going on?
I didn't see you before. I think
Oh.
they mentioned you. I'm Pax.
Nice to meet you, Pax. I'm Niev.
Hi, are you feeling better?
Yes, actually, I am.
Me too.
I'm glad. I didn't know anything about you until Haddup mentioned you, so
Oh yeah, I'm here now.
well, I'm happy to have you here.
Thanks. Your friend there was a little weird, but the other people are close.
Which one?
The computer?
Oh, Gort?
Yeah, that sounds good.
What's the computer?
I don't know. I'm new here.
Oh, okay. I am too, kind of, so
Oh,
Or just raises one eyebrow from the corner.
when did you come here?
well, I was born here and then some things happened and I ended up somewhere else and I just literally got back not too long ago when everybody was in Fort Jericho.
Well, welcome back.
Thank you. I'm glad you're here too. I hear that you play a ukulele?
Ukulele.
A ukulele?
That's really pretty. Or at least I think so.
Wait, is that that instrument that Nikolai was carrying around? Oh, okay.
He's not very good at it, but we don't need to talk.
Yeah. I mean, I've never heard him play, but I did notice that he had that strapped on his back.
His hands are so big. He needs a bigger instrument.
Well, perhaps he can find something that'll go well with the ukulele and the two of you can play together.
Maybe.
Erasmus is going to silently watch and observe all of this, making notes. Interaction. When the conversation dies down, he'll interject.
And what will he interject?
Hi, I'm Erasmus. I'm very glad to meet you.
Wait,
Who is he? Who are you directing that at?
To the brand new person?
Oh, to Pax?
We met
Yeah.
last night.
I thought we didn't meet each other.
No, you did.
Yeah,
Oh,
everyone
okay.
except Nia was there.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
Oh, hi
Good
again.
morning, everyone. For some reason, I thought we didn't officially. Okay. All right.
Okay.
You just
Because
need
you
to
all gotta
double check
use
your
your-
notes.
Oh yeah. I should have notes.
Erasmus
I do
did
have
not
notes.
read yesterday's journal.
God, did not read yesterday's journal.
Too angry.
I need Jess to hold hers up so I can check mine.
Can Gord even write? That's what I thought. Gord came from a place where writing wasn't a real thing. So yeah,
Oh, shit.
if there are no other conversations you're wanting to have, then what stuff would you like to do this morning? Move this back where it's supposed to be.
Okay, my roll 20 crashed.
Hooray!
Hooray!
It's a great program.
Very stable.
So stable.
So very stable.
Oh, there they are. So before we move on, Niev will reach into her bag or pocket, whatever. I guess it's her bag or handy haversack, and she's going to pull out some harlot sweets that she will hand to Pax and ask Pax if they'd like some. These are candies my friend Antaeus made. He said that he used to give them to Brianna all the time.
X, can you give me a knowledge local?
Mhm.
Yeah, so how does Pax feel about drugs?
She's interested.
Okay. Well, you are being offered drugs by Niev. These are drugs that can improve your like social and like sort of emotional aptitude. They make you more pleasing to other people by sort of changing your spirits.
Sounds like fun. I'd try it.
I will give her 2.
Okay.
What is it called again?
Harlot sweets.
Oh, okay, now I understand. Uh-oh, addiction moderate. Did I know that part?
Yeah, I said they're drugs.
Right, but I mean, people smoke weed and they're not addicted to it. So I didn't
People
know this
are
was-
addicted to weed. Again, let's fall back into APD and why that's important to think about.
Niev doesn't really know about it herself because she's never actually had these. This was something Antaeus like gave her, and she just never really had a chance to use them. So in her mind, it's like, oh yeah, this is like the bard candy, right?
With a knowledge local, though, what you get is what that means as a street name. You can give me a knowledge nature if you want to know, like, well, I guess it's really not a knowledge nature. It's really more of a craft alchemy in this particular case.
I have crouch, but it's not alchemy.
But you would know that it is, you would know it has addictive properties.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna hold on to them for
Okay.
now on my character sheet. Thanks. It's nice
You're
of you
welcome.
to share with me.
Well, I figured that you might like them. I've never used them myself, but I've been told like if there's a situation where we need to like talk to somebody and, you know, make them, you know, listen to what we say, that this might be a good thing.
Keep them in hand.
Anything else this morning that people wish to do?
I would like to reincarnate something.
Oh, you would like to reincarnate something.
But just something.
What
see
do you want to
comes from.
reincarnate? Is it a tree or one of the plants in the backyard?
No, it's Cautry.
Oh, you think Katri gets to come back?
If you're planting them in the backyard,
There
Why
you
don't
go.
those
Then
plants
in the
deserve to
animal
be
cemetery.
you could just feed him to the plants.
No,
No?
I'm not feeding Cautry to the plant.
Feed me, seed ball.
All right. Yeah, where are you going to set up this ritual?
How much room do I have?
Probably more than any one of these rooms. And Katri's kind of a mess, so
Yeah, I'll probably do it by the side of the house, but not by the garden side.
okay. North side or south side of the house?
North.
Okay. You can head out to the north side of the house with
Front yard, we all sit out there on the porch and watch.
the dead body of Katri.
I would be there beside Consog if she was okay with that.
Okay. Let's look at reincarnate for a second.
Pardon me.
And you just have regular reincarnate, right?
Yeah.
I can play a song if that would help.
Always nice to play a song just in general, right?
I don't
Agreed.
know. I thought it might give you some good spirits while you're working on this.
There you go. Okay. So, you can receive the ritual, pulling out the oils, getting them all set, prepping the area, sort of laying out the grass, pouring the oil around. I believe you don't necessarily need the whole body, just a little piece of it. So you can prepare the area, take the pieces you need of Katri's body, and you can set it aside. At which point, give me a perception check. I mean, that's still really high. That's still enough to see. You see, like, Hadhup kind of sniffing around at the carcass of Katri. Is this a fresh sketch? He says as he sees you looking at him. Oh.
This is family. This is Katri.
I mean, it's dead. In our family, we eat everything.
Including the dead family members?
What are they gonna do otherwise?
Bury them.
Why would you do that? That's good meat.
God.
Nia will look slightly sick.
What better way to keep family close? There's a little piece of them inside of you.
Yeah, we don't do that here.
What? What a waste! After all the other things you guys have eaten, this is where you draw the line?
I'm not sure what all they've eaten, however...
Oh, I could give you an itinerary. It's a Damon smorgasbord. If I said that right. My Orcish is a little off.
Why are you speaking in Orcish?
Smorgasbord.
Oh.
I now want all my orcs to speak. Is smorgasbord French?
No, it's like it's. I think if I remember right, it's a German word. My Orcish language is basically a blend of Germanic and Russian.
I dig it.
Konstag, you can continue the ritual, and Hadhup will just dejectedly kind of walk back to the building. And yeah, you can. This is a very interesting spell because it takes 10 minutes and then it takes an hour. But yeah, you can start the process of casting the reincarnate, and you can see the little fabrics of hair that you've blended with several of the oils mixed together and a bit of earth kind of come together. But there's a little something extra here that may come to mind. Can you give me a knowledge nature check?
Yeah.
Ooh. So as you are performing this ritual, there is a memory that surfaces. You can change the way reincarnate works, just the slightest bit. You've been through the process enough times. You've wandered the eons of the bounds between life and death as you have experienced life after life, memories of your past kind of surface, and you remember the travels long ago that you've had. Very interesting travels throughout the world. Your sister close at hand sometimes, but other times not. But there's always been a sister or a very close friend, and there's always been Katri. A little bit of each of you kind of binds all of you, and allows you sort of a course that you can choose to take in your reemergence, rather than limiting you to letting the fates decide. But you know it would take with a little drop of your own blood, you could give Katri a little more choice. Not infinitely more choice, but a little more choice. With a little drop of Niev's blood as well, you could give even more choice. But if you can have the blood of all four of you, that is where the most choice comes from.
So, like, Hunter as well?
Yes.
Niev will gladly offer both her blood and Hunter's blood to help.
And on my own.
Okay. You can perform the ritual. And now, just to make this clear, this isn't something that works with you as individual people. You can do the same thing to limit it, but you can't get it to the absolute choice for you for each of you. But as she's kind of performing this ritual, Niev, you'll sort of recall things from your past, things as to how you moved yourself closer and closer to humanity. It was her magic that allowed you, each time you died, to be there in that moment and force you down the cycle to get you closer and closer to this humanity that you have been searching for. But you know that for Kanstag, this has not been a choice. Kanstag is kind of, as you remember some of the past of your selves, her past has been riddled with lost memories, but always finding her way back to you and finding her way back to everything else. She is always brought into whatever family you are part of, accepted into wherever it is that you are. As you always know, she is part of nature itself in some ways. As you complete the ritual of reincarnation, what is it that Katri awakens as?
A tiger.
And with that, 1 second here.
Is he a regular tiger or a were-tiger?
No, not a were-tiger. Katri will awaken.
I was about to say that was a very small tiger.
You'd be like a serval.
Katri will open their eyes. And at first, like, there will be a sort of empty roar that comes from their mouth. A just aired roar. This, like, burst of air. Nothing but kind of exhaling. And then for a moment, it'll kind of, like, Katri will kind of, like, lick at their lips. And then lick along their teeth. And then we'll let out one actual roar before coming up to you and just kind of like snuggling into you.
So now Katri is a tiger?
Katri is now a tiger.
I'm gonna pet Katri.
Yeah, Katri will accept your pets. It's gonna create some trauma here for Erasmus, isn't it?
I will offer a hand to Katri. Like, I'm not like forcing my pet on it, but like, hey Katri, remember me?
Katri will sniff you for a moment and then move into your hand.
Aww.
Nikolai will look from afar and Pax will walk up and say, "Can I pet it?"
I look to Katri. Would you like the small goblin to pet me?
Katri will come up, sniff for a moment, and then sort of kneel down a little bit.
Oh, yay! Pax will pet the new tiger.
But yeah, Erasmus, you just heard a tiger growl outside.
I go out. I see. There's a tiger here now?
Yeah, there's a tiger standing between Niev and Konstag.
I mean, I'm a smart guy and I know what's going on, so I'm gonna be like...
It looks at you and it licks its lips. And then it starts to bound towards you.
I'm gonna try to make myself as small as possible. That way it misses me.
Yeah, you can kind of scrunch down and it will like kind of leap over top of you, but then turn and start licking you.
Aww.
Katri remembers you trying to communicate with him.
I've got a new friend. So, by the way, this is a dire or regular?
Regular.
Oh, thank goodness. I was like, dire tiger? Wow, that's a lot. Who's the good kitty stag?
It kind of growls at the kitty inference.
Okay. Who's a good tiger?
And
I hate to ask this, but does the tiger seem interested in eating the wolf meat of the dead?
Not when you come right back. Like, when you come back, you're not incredibly hungry.
It'd be weird.
Hadhup, though, is staring from a distance at it.
Well, I will pat Konstag on the shoulder and just say, I'm glad this worked.
Yeah.
Does that mean you need to get your, your gear adjusted for the tiger now?
No, all the same gear will work fine.
On a wolf and a tiger?
Yeah. The gear is, like, it's not necessarily size dependent. Because they were wraps.
What about the barding and the belt?
The barding is magically resizable. That was done before. And the belt has various notches on it, so you can just lock it in a different spot.
Well, that's handy.
Yep.
I'll help Katri get back into gear then.
Niev is fascinated by this gear since none of this was available where she was before. One thing she will bring up is so she'll ask just in general to everybody, like, so where are we at with this whole thing with that city?
What city?
Howron?
I don't know.
How soon are we supposed to go there? Does anyone know?
I assume right away. Aren't the armies waiting for us?
They did say something about very soon.
Yeah.
At that, Nia will pull out the note that communicates with Kandor, and she'll just say, how soon do we march on Howron?
I'm not. You'll get a reply back. I'm not the commander. That was a different me, and that was much older, much longer, much earlier in time. That's my kid now, my grandkid now. He
Wait.
makes the decisions.
Your kid that you ate?
No, different kid.
Oh. But you ate your kid? Really?
I didn't eat him. He knew what he was getting into when the decision was made.
We're getting off topic. Do we have at least a week?
A week? They said they wanted to push it up by days. So probably not.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
What's in a
Well,
week?
Niev just sort of sighs. She's like, I was hoping to train my wolf to respond to other people's commands, but it'll take me a week to do it. If we don't have that long, it's fine. I just was trying to figure out since I've been asleep.
No, I'm sorry, but they were talking about wanting to push it to as quickly as possible. We can't extend this. We have a very limited amount of time.
All right.
You being here is actually good and concerning. You're here ahead of schedule, which means a lot of things might be also out of schedule. So we need to get things moving before somebody who's much better at changing the way that time and magic works gets the opportunity they need.
I'll just write back understood, and yeah.
You'll also get a message back that is, listen, I know you're not Brianna, and I don't know if Brianna would think the same way, but there is an object right now that Nikolai carries. I think Nikolai is the one who has it in their inventory. The needle. That's in Nikolai's inventory, the extraneous essence extractor.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that.
Somebody had talked about it being on their sheet, so...
I'm pretty sure Nikolai had it because we got it in Frostholm, and it was a way to get packs out of Nikolai, I thought.
No, that was called something else.
No, it's the extraneous essence extractor. You guys might have it down as a different name because I don't think I gave you the name, but...
Okay.
The problem of using that object is it can sometimes take the wrong person out. It doesn't differentiate between which person, so it would be... Like, the problem is you could have stuck it in there and ended up with packs entirely in the body.
Yeah, I know it was that because we had a great conversation at length about taking the wrong person out of the body.
Well, yeah, because the other ability that was being used, that was also a side effect. But,
yeah.
I don't see it here. Is it on, like, the bag of holding? It's not there either.
What I had in my notes back from February is that we had gotten a large needle with a sapphire on the end. Was that what you're talking about?
Yes, it is. I need to know who is carrying that.
That was me. I think I might have taken it off my sheet after we used it because I assumed like I gave it to Kingdor to use.
Okay.
Should I put it back on?
Yes.
Sorry, and you said essence.
Yeah, because it's not a single use object. He'll describe it to you in the note, and then he'll say, if Gort gets out of control, you may need to use this. It will take Gort away, but it will ensure that Gort does not cause problems for the rest of you.
Oh, man.
But know that without Gort, your chances will be diminished. Possibly significantly. So use this with caution.
I'll say, okay, what is up with that guy? He talks about something called a computer.
He is an example of what happens when substantial magic goes wrong. Gort is supposed to be... Gort was originally somebody else. A man by the name of Kent. Kent was killed. Kent came back as Gort in a use of an amulet similar to what happened to you.
Okay. All right. Well, if he gets out of control, should I ask Nikolai for that needle then, or just tell Nikolai to use it?
Advise Nikolai to use it. I don't think you're quite skilled enough to get it where it needs to go.
Okay. So, yeah. I will let him know.
All right. So, what is the plan from here then?
Well, whenever I see Nikolai, if I get a moment, like, where not everybody's around, I'm just going to let Nikolai read the note. So
Okay.
that
What's a moment alone?
it's been so long. We can talk about gardening.
So you're saying I would need to do this?
Yes, that's what he said.
How would it? Would we need another body to try and put him into it? Would we just store him in the needle?
Doesn't sound like that's what the use is for that. It sounds like it's if he goes out of control, we take him out, kind of deal.
Or we don't put Kent back into anything else?
It can't take. There's no Kent in there anymore. It would just take Gort out.
Oh. Okay. I don't feel great about this, but I didn't already feel great about Howard, so.
Well, hopefully it won't come to that, but I guess it's better to know this ahead of time.
Yep.
You should probably not tell me because I will screw this up.
Well, Niev's only planning to let Nikolai know, since Nikolai is the one holding that object. She figures
It just seems like a thing Erasmus would accidentally blurt out to somebody.
Well, she's trying to be careful that only Nikolai and her know about it, so.
Plausible denial. All right, so while they're doing that,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna ready myself for the trip for Howrun because I think we need to go as quickly as possible. They are waiting on us. So
Is there any way to get rid of this energy drain or this death curse before we go?
I can do lesser restoration on you if you would that work? Or does that work? Does that?
Needs
I don't think that works.
full restoration to get rid of
Okay,
it.
Oof,
druids
man.
can't do that.
Yeah. The problem that you guys have right now is
We
to
don't-
double check Candor, but I think he doesn't have access to full restoration. Yeah, Candor does not have full restoration, and if I remember right, druids don't have access to it either.
No, we only get lesser restoration. We don't really have a cleric-y type.
no,
That's
The-
not good.
yeah, clerics or oracles with a life domain are pretty much, I think, the only two that ever.
Is there
Would-
somewhere we can stop on the way to Howrun to try and find someone to help at least with the energy drain?
Well, you are going back to the military, and the military does have some clerics there, so you might be able to discuss with them whether or not there's something they can do before you leave.
Okay, makes sense to me.
Yeah.
All right. But yeah, you are first going to set off to Fort Jericho. That is where you're supposed to meet up with the military and work on the plans.
Okay, Fort Jericho, here we come.
You all can head to the stairs, head to the picture, and make your way through. Is everyone going to Fort Jericho?
I don't have a reason not to.
Yeah, I'm going to Fort Jericho.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, I will go to Fort Jericho.
Okay. Are you actually going to Fort Jericho?
Yes.
Okay. The party will arrive at the fort. And before we do that, I think we're going to take a short break. Be back shortly.
You.
Oh, shit. It's like caught in a loop. Okay, there we go. The party finds themselves once more exiting a closet in Fort Jericho. You can make your way to see Commander Carbinger. Well, you can try to locate him, and you'll get kind of redirected around a little bit. Until eventually you get brought to a room. There is a very large room. They have a very detailed map of the country on this very large sort of table, this round table in the center of the room. There are a number of people dressed in these large suits of armor around him. One dressed in these long, flowing, purplish green or purplish blue robe, purple and blue robes. Another is wearing a sort of tightly wrapped. I'm trying to remember my coloring. Set of tightly wrapped yellow robes with a large holy symbol emblazoned upon it. Does anyone want to give me a knowledge religion as they come in?
Have it. No, I do not have it.
Yeah, Comstock, you will recognize this as the symbol of Anhur. As you come in, the giant sword with the two sheathed blades at its back, or giant sun. I think it said sword and then sword again. But the giant sun with the two sword blades sheathed at its back. They are discussing things and pointing various places over them. Oh, nice job. Erasmus, you are also aware. Pax, you are not quite so sure. There is a lot of pointing around things, but as you come into view, you can hear them discussing strategy. At present... What is this button? New button here, and I don't know what it is. Oh, okay. Got it. That's what that is. At present, the eastern way is probably the best thing if we want to have a squad get in to a more central power structure point. However, we will find that there are a large number of defenses there. It would be best if we only sent some of our best troops in that way and created a diversion towards the front gate. If we sent a regular platoon in here from the south, we should be able to create a large enough distraction. We would also be best inclined to send what they expect to be our surprise fleet from the northwest. Though we do have people from North Point who are supposed to be finding their way there as well. These must be the people that you spoke of, Carbinger. Ah, yes, these are those people. This is... the Pact, was it?
Pact.
Oh, wow, that takes me back. Yes, that is our party name, the Pact.
No, Pact.
Yes, we are the
P-A-X.
Pact with Pact.
That takes me way back.
Wait,
to...
who is Pax? You keep saying your name, but you weren't here before.
Oh, I'm here now.
Who are you? Where did you come from?
I'm here. This is my brother, Nikolai.
Very well. We'll have to have both of you checked out.
Checked out for what? Oh,
Instabilities.
he said that he's tired. I think he has some energy drain. Can somebody help him with that? It would not be best for him to go to a battle with being extra tired.
I'll have him taken care of as best we can.
Thank you. Also, he has a death curse. Is there anything you could do about that?
Who did he wrong? What? He should consult with his deity. Whom does he worship?
No one.
That's going to be a big problem for you there. You might want to find some guidance from the gods. It's really the only way you get this clear.
Help me get rid of this most quickly.
Though they will normally assign you some kind of quest. You go on the quest, you complete it, and you remove the curse.
Can this count as a quest?
No, unfortunately not.
Wow, I'd never thought I would see another person with a death curse.
You have a death curse?
I don't, but my party member, person I was traveling with before did. We killed a guy in the woods and he put a death curse on her.
Oh, what happened to her?
As far as I know, she's still okay. The conditions of her curse were her magic would fail her when she needed it the most. So I don't think that we've reached, or that they reached that point, but she was okay, like, as long as we were doing things together. I don't know about now.
It's fine, it's fine. These things are... We'll take care of what we can. You should find yourself a religion, or at least find a god you're willing to discuss details of this with. Perhaps
maybe
on
you
her
could worship a concept. I heard people do that craziness. I mean, stuff.
I wish my friend was here. He could tell you about Krazkaron.
Worshipping concepts is heresy. The gods do not look kindly upon such attempts. Though we have heard of some of these fringe types that claim that they worship linked concepts between the gods. We tend to find what they're actually doing is hearing the words of outsiders, giving them powers beyond. Unlocking what they believe to be secrets, but what are in reality maladies, insanities that will eventually take them over.
Or you could just hail the computer and stop being heretics.
I don't have any ticks in my hair.
Gort, how many times must we explain? We have to play the role in this machine.
He just
I
growls.
used to pronounce that word heretics.
He just growls in response and turns away.
Oh, Gort. All right, so I guess the question is, what are we supposed to do? What would you need us to do?
You would be an optimal force to come in from the east. You can likely hit harder and deal with the defenses better.
Okay.
If the people from North Point and the rest of our battalions come in from the northwest, we should be able to cause enough of a distraction that the primary defenses of Halron should largely be focused on our military and the people of North Point. All you should be left with to deal with are the golems that defend the outside.
Well, okay then.
What kind of golems?
These golems are made entirely out of what Halron considered some of its most important resources. Lead in particular. A particularly useful product when looking to keep a lot of privacy in terms of magic or magical communications.
Wait, the golems are made of lead?
Yes.
Why don't you people have lasers?
Lasers don't penetrate lead as well as you'd think.
Laser golems?
No, lead golems.
Oh.
Though a golem manifested of entirely electricity, some have confused for an elemental, but these things are quite different. The wizard pipes up.
I see.
How do we take down a lead golem?
That will be a difficult process. They are highly resistant to most forms of damage, immune to acid and electricity, and genuinely not affected by magic. Anything that you have that might naturally be pushed away by creatures such as drow or other creatures that have some sort of inherent spell protections will also have, those spells will also be rebuffed by this creature's defenses. In addition, these creatures are particularly useful as any divination spells cast within a moderate range of them, and I'm sorry, within a small range of them, will be rendered inert. We do understand that this creates a bit of a concern for you. We are not planning to attack today, so you'll have time to rest and recover the spells which you need. But we intend to transport you to just outside of Halron and send you in.
Okay.
And once we, assuming we get past the golems, then what? What are we doing?
Breaching the wall. We will be giving you a way. This should be something that Gort is very familiar with, as we happen to have had it imported here. This should easily slice a hole using a very special substance in the walls that will allow you to get in easy. Once inside, there are people that will be there to assist you in making it to their main building. They should already have a route that has been put together to get within the interior. To get inside, get to the primary reactor. There they are drawing power from a very powerful object. It is your responsibility to secure that object.
If we take the object, does that damage anything? Do we have to get out in a certain amount of time?
Should you take the object, you will destabilize the reactor. We know not exactly what the consequences of that are.
That's kind of what I was concerned about. Okay.
I would not advise then, obviously, sticking around to find out. As for the rest of us, as we said, the military will be coming in from the south. Several other units will be coming in from the northwest. Is this something you believe you can handle?
Yes.
I think we can. We just need to make sure we're adequately prepared as much as
I have some
possible.
concerns.
What are your concerns?
I mean, having a death curse while going into this is not ideal.
What is this curse? What is this curse causing you to be afflicted by? Or what affliction is this curse causing you? Correct way to say that.
Sorry, I don't know right now because I have the energy drain on, so I'm not sure which is doing what.
If you click on the buffs, you'll see it's causing you a negative to your int.
Oh, yes. It's making me not nearly as intelligent as I normally would be.
Is it impacting any of your ability to cast spells?
Yes, I can't do them as well.
You have no way to compensate for this. Somebody has not simply given you a headband to offset it. He says, his eyes with a soft glow about them, almost as if knowingly.
I mean, I have this headband from Candor.
And is it offsetting your lack of intellect?
Not sufficiently.
Well, we don't have time to resolve your death curse, unfortunately, but your headband does seem to be providing some negation, so you'll deal with that. We've already agreed to deal with your energy drain as best we can.
Yeah, I mean, it just makes me, I don't know, not as good with people having the headband on, but...
Sometimes the gods create challenges for us. Challenges that we are supposed to overcome, endure, and prove our strengths. Perhaps this is what this is for.
Is this a motivational speech?
Supposed to be.
Oh.
I'm feeling pretty motivated by it. I wanted to do a knowledge arcana on lead golem.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a knowledge arcana. What do you want to know about them?
Common offensive capabilities, and then the resistances and what have you.
Yeah, so they already gave you the immunities and some level of resistances. A 20, I think, is not quite enough to get anything other than basic stuff known about its attack. You know that it tends largely to just like use its fist. They are humanoid style golems, so they will punch you as hard as they can, which is pretty hard. Their punch, you know from legend, is capable of killing most normal townsfolk twice over.
Okay.
Can you repeat what you had said? I know the spells, they're not really affected by magic, but if we do spells near them, that would cause a problem.
If you do
for us?
divination spells near them. So one of these spells that you're going to know will be a problem. If I'm not mistaken, let me double check this, because I might be wrong. But I think True Strike is divination. Yeah, you will not be able to cast True Strike within 60 feet of them because any divination spell cast within 60 feet automatically fails.
Okay, so, and just to clarify, if it's on my scimitar or on a scar, would that still count as casting?
It does, because you still have to cast it in order to make it happen. If you cast the True Strike on yourself before you got within 60 feet of it, that would work. But if there's any sort of completion that has to happen, that completion is considered casting the spell.
I was wondering, is there any place here that we can perhaps get equipment? I've heard of necklaces that can allow you to hit golems a little bit better, damage them a little bit more.
How have you heard of such things?
The library.
The library?
I was going to ask what that was. It was like golem necklaces?
Interesting. You don't necessarily strike me as the library type.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means that right now she walks beside her with a very large sort of mongrel that she clearly picked up out of the woods.
Under growls.
And she herself smells a bit of the woods.
Okay, would it be judgmental?
So it's not normal for those types to be the kind to...
Those types, God.
What? I'm just getting down to brass tacks here.
Apparently your tacks need a little buffing.
What's that supposed to mean?
I mean, I'm lacking charisma right now, but you're doing real bad, so that's all I'm saying.
Listen, I don't need to be a talker as long as what I talk matters. And that is what is happening right now.
Talk matters. I
Yes.
don't even know what that means. Okay, I'm gonna be silent now.
Your strategy depends on the success of intelligent people. People who can recognize that they are still capable of doing their job with the items they have. Now, I will have you know that there is more than just this Candor person that is capable of understanding what is happening here and how things are supposed to work. If certain boundaries of the universe are stepped outside of, we could have problems here. I try to keep these things in balance. If the priest of Anher is correct, your death curse might be a challenge given to you by the gods to be overcome, to prove to the world that you are truly what you say you are. But I'm not about to have some nature chick walk in here and pretend she hangs out in the library.
You don't know me. You don't know where I've been. There's a huge library in the city that I just came from.
Oh yes, now druids come out of the city.
This one does.
Anyway, let's. So how about that necklace? However she came about the information is not really as important about. Do we have access to
Listen, people make shit up all the time, and that's exactly what this sounds like. This sounds like someone making something up. If we had necklaces that just defeated golems automatically, we would be passing them out to all of our team.
It doesn't defeat golems automatically. It detects golems and then allows you to hit them harder so that you can kill them.
This sounds like an item that would be useless to construct. Why would you want something that specifically searches for golems and that allows you to hit them?
Because they're usually very strong and hard to hit. Am I not right?
Why would you need to find them? Are you actively... What kind of hunter is out there looking for golems to assassinate?
Okay, so I don't know where this is going, nor frankly do I care. If you have anything that overcomes the DR of the various types that golems have, I think that is...
Well, it's lead, so I would suggest adamantine.
Okay.
But unfortunately, no sane person would bother to make a golem hunting amulet.
Oh, now
About
I'm
a
going to make one as soon as I can.
golem-bane scarab.
That sounds like the stupidest thing I've ever heard of, and anyone that manufactured it was probably just trying to produce something in order to defeat some kind of very specific thing.
Why don't we just get our own golem?
It's almost like just simply coming up with ideas in your head does not necessarily manifest them in the world. Did you ever stop to think about that?
So are we doing a battle plan, or are you...
I was trying to, and then somebody told me that there are amulets all around here that will kill golems automatically.
Actually, I just asked if we had access to those. Because, you know, it helps my wolf to hit the golem harder if I can put that necklace on him.
Your wolf is going to bite lead.
If I tell him to, yeah. He's very well trained.
What if we had golems of our own?
That would be good if we had golems of our own.
Thank you.
Do you know where we can get some golems there, Gord?
Yeah, they're in Hellround.
No, I meant golems of our own.
Apparently not here.
I'm going to say that this whole line of questioning is incredibly fruitless, and Frack is clearly generating an amount of hostility, which I think the only answer for this would be, no, I don't have such a necklace, and moving on.
The guy like stares at you coldly for like correcting his course of action, like he needs somebody to work on his etiquette for him.
It's okay, Erasmus. I'm sure he's very stressed out.
I have a lot to do. This has to be planned precisely. And I can't have my brain being stuffed full of strange and unusual ideas of somebody who read some fantasy book and believes that they have the answer from said book.
So what I'm taking away from this is, no, you can't provide extra equipment for us. All right, got
We
it.
can provide plenty of extra equipment for you. Just
Do you have
not
any
things that you've made up.
Adamantine things for us?
We can provide you with adamantine weapons, as long as none of what you're looking for is particularly exotic.
This guy's getting a bad Yelp review.
He is supposed to be a massive asshole, so he should.
Would an adamantine scimitar be better than my mithril scimitar against these things?
An adamantine scimitar would be better than your mithril scimitar, but it would not be magical. So you would lose that characteristic. But that's only a point of damage, and you would also lose your spell storing. Because they can't give you something that's exact. They just happen to have an adamantine scimitar.
But overall, it would probably still be better. I mean, it's not like I'm going to throw away this scimitar.
Yeah, it would overcome the DR in the combat.
Okay. I would like an adamantine scimitar, please.
Okay.
Can you store my regular scimitar somewhere safely for me?
You should probably keep carrying that on you in the meantime.
Oh.
Once you breach the walls, you will probably no longer need this scimitar.
Gotcha.
Anybody else need adamantine equipment? Sorry, wrong voice. Anybody else need adamantine equipment? We can provide that for you as well.
Nobody? You don't want anything for it?
It wouldn't make a difference.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
I'm just trying, case.
You're that strong that you simply overcome its reductions?
I didn't say that. This form, and he points to his body, can only carry so much weight.
Well, we could get you
Adding
something
more
small that's
materials.
adamantine. Simply a dagger.
Then what would be the point? It would be minor damage amounts. So
It would be capable of puncturing it, whereas what you look like you're currently carrying might not be able to do so. Just trying to offer you useful solutions.
fine. I'll take one of your adamantine daggers.
Yeah, I'll
We're
provide
gonna
it for
give
you.
it. We're gonna give it 1 point of damage at a time. It is a way to kill it, but
Can we put any adamantine things on like the hose or teeth of our
I
different
was
animals?
specifically going to discuss this. This is something that concerned me when, unfortunately, my friend here, and he gestures to the wizard, was not as polite in explaining circumstances.
oh, I'm not polite.
It is
wow.
not you.
Okay.
He was talking about the other wizard guy who was rather rude to Brianna.
Oh, okay. My apologies.
There are ways in which we could aid your animals in being able to have an effect on these creatures. We have some concerns about the effectiveness of what we have. Presumably, though, you're both capable of using magics, correct?
Yes.
Good, good. Just wanted to make sure neither of you were rangers. That being said, I assume then that you're not familiar with the spell Greater Magic Weapon in any way.
Greater magic weapon? I have greater magic fang.
Don't think that quite works the same. No, it unfortunately does not work the same. Oh, actually, I suppose for some reason Greater Magic Weapon actually does not either. I've never noticed that about Greater Magic Weapon, is that it doesn't overcome.
And druids don't have that on their spell list.
Yeah, he was going to give you a way to use it, but
Okay.
Man, that's kind of shit. You have a +4 weapon that can't do what it needs to do. There's another spell though that does it. Hold on a sec. But he will tell you, we can make sure that you have what you need to be able to handle that situation quite appropriately.
Thank you.
I could have told them that, but you didn't. Do you have any other questions about the situation at hand? There is more that we can fill you in on, but before I go any further, I'd like to make sure we clarify any further questions.
So currently the plan is we go assault the east gate. Down
There is no
some
gate.
Golems. Okay.
It's
Well,
the east
eastern
wall.
side. Okay, eastern wall. Down some golems. Use something to get into the city that Gort should know how to use. And then we're going to find this thing that's in a reactor.
There will be people there to guide you there. They know specifically whom to look for. Once in, they'll take you down some tunnels to the reactor chamber. You must understand that you are the only people capable of locating exactly where this object is and how to remove it. This is what we've been told. You supposedly have an item on you that will do so. If this is what the fate, if this is what the prophecy is spoken of to be true.
It's in my pants.
Yes. Like your pocket?
We have fancy magical pants.
All right then, fancy pants.
Plentiful in fact.
Well, hello, Duke Fancy Pants.
There are some things that you should be concerned about once you get inside. The city of Halron has a very large number of pieces of Technarcana that are capable of watching for magical activity. Should you cast spells within the city, you will effectively be launching fireworks into the sky, announcing your current position.
Oh,
It
man.
is best that you keep any spell casting at a minimum, and that you move swiftly. You'll be underground for the most part once you get past a certain point, so you shouldn't have to worry as much about being seen with your magical items that are currently active. But once you start casting spells, you would better make sure you're at your intended destination, or that you understand that you are sending out an alarm for everyone as to where you are at that time.
If we were
Okay.
to cast something like lead plating on ourselves, would that prevent them from being able to see us if we cast? It says
Ooh,
it
that's
prevents
intriguing.
divination spells.
The wizard will think for a moment. The problem is that they would see you casting the lead plating. It would stop later divination spells, and it only having such a short duration means that you would probably not be able to get much benefit from it. Once you breach, you'd have to cast it before you got too close to the walls. Then once you'd breached the walls, it would likely fade away rather quickly. It could give you a few minutes of time if you were to utilize it before you get inside. So it's possible it could be useful. But you are only on, what, I'd say probably 7 or 8 minutes of time.
11.
Sure. 11. Such an avid book reader. Give me a gauge check as he says that.
All right. What's
Ooh, yeah, you don't get. It seemed like he was trying to imply something there, but I think he's got you just frazzled enough that you don't quite get what he's trying to put down, or like you can't quite tell what it is about that interaction.
Not picking up what he's putting down. Huh?
Inside, there are going to be many what look like elven people. Let me assure you that these are elves in appearance only. They are not elves, they are not drow, they are not fae. They are something different and the same. These people have been spending a very large number of years, centuries, if not millennia, trying to perfect their species, trying to make sure that they are the most exceptional creatures for their world. Should you encounter them, a fight with them will not be easy. They will have powers potentially greater than your own. Do not think that you can simply run from them. They will have mastery over the rooms around you, the places that you are in. They are interconnected with the city itself. And do not fall for their tricks. They will try to fool you into believing that they are just like you, people that don't deserve to die. Do not fall for it. They would kill you faster than any hungry beast in the woods would.
So what should we do with them?
Execute them with impunity.
I don't see a problem there.
Good. They do not tend to use illusions, though, as they believe that their form of magical control is all that is necessary. So if you do come across others that are not like them, that are willing to offer help or may need help, it may be worth accepting it. Any further?
And these are elf beings?
They look elvish and on the exterior. However, they have a more pinkish purple hue.
Is this something we would have heard of?
No.
Is there some kind of... Okay.
If you want to make a check on it, it is a DC 45 history check. But they are very deliberately, they very deliberately spent time keeping what they are secret for, basically millennia. Working in the background of a very large number of things.
Cool. So, not a big deal.
Yeah.
Totally
NBD.
fine.
Are we about to meet a Steve creation? Not to be kind of...
No, this is something that's been in the background for a while. It is
Okay.
It's technically just a race with a couple of much more advanced modifications.
Tweaking.
Are you? We have prepared a place for you to stay while you're here. We will provide breakfast for you, which will be quite fulfilling for all of you. I believe you should find it will really invigorate you for the day.
Like a feast for heroes.
The wizard eyes at you, and he'll take out a piece of paper and he'll write something on the piece of paper, and your book will ding.
I will look at my book.
As you look at the book, there is the Eye of Thoth staring back at you.
Just staring?
Just staring. It looks as though it is staring dead at you. If you move the book a little bit, the eye seems to shift its angle.
I see what god you worship.
Huh? What do you mean?
Nothing.
Well, that was kind of fun.
if there is anything else you need, please do not feel ashamed to ask us for it. It is very important that we make sure that your trip is successful, as the success of our free liberation of Howron depends on it. Rest well.
Yep.
I'm gonna call this city Jerk Ron.
It's really just that one guy.
Yeah, that's true.
The other ones seem pretty nice.
But yeah, you will be escorted out to your chambers. Is there anything that people want to pick up, or any questions that people have?
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I would like to get some equipment for my wolf if I could.
Okay.
I have plenty of money to spend.
Yeah, what do you want to pick up?
I was hoping to get like something like the caps, what like Constog had for the teeth to help with.
Yeah, so that is a slight problem here in Fort Jericho. Is they can't provide that. They can provide you with the amulet, the amulet of what is it, Mighty Fists, which also, if I remember right, works on natural weapons. I'm double checking here real quick.
Sure.
Yeah, so you can use the Amulet of Mighty Fists on either natural weapons or unarmed attacks, and you can basically have special abilities added to it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that then. Amulet of Mighty Fists, and maybe like barding or some kind of armor or something just to make him a little tougher.
Well, okay, so there's a slight issue though with regard to doing the amulet. I don't know where you are financially. That's the only reason I'm bringing it up. Is in order to overcome the DR, I believe for adamantine, it's +4 is required, which would be 32,000 GP. I don't know if you already have an amulet for Hunter or not.
I don't.
Okay.
Hunter actually the only thing that I have for Hunter is the cold weather gear.
Okay.
But I do have like 300 sapphire, 200 platinum, and 999 gold. So I figured that might be.
Wait, how much did you say?
300 sapphire.
Okay.
That's it.
221 platinum. And 999 gold.
Excuse me.
You said 300 sapphire?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, then that will they can definitely get you then an Amulet of Mighty Fist 4 for that.
Okay.
Because you are getting everything at manufacturing cost.
Okay.
So yeah, you can give that to Hunter. That is a +4 bonus on all natural attacks.
Excellent. Oh, actually, Hunter has a chain shirt. I didn't realize.
Yeah, I thought I remembered Hunter having something on for armor. So.
Yeah, he does have armor. I don't even need to worry about that.
And I actually thought he already had an Amulet of Mighty Fists, but.
Maybe we talked about it, but I never ended up getting it for him.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Oh, there's Hunter. I was like, why is he not in your folder? Fix that. Now Hunter's in a place I won't keep losing track of him. Anything anybody else wants to pick up? No? Then why don't we...
Yeah? I'm going to go back to where the door is, so I can go back to, yeah.
There are guards standing in front of it. Chickening out.
No.
Where do you think you're going then?
To look for improvements.
We've been advised not to let anyone leave here.
Seriously?
Yes.
He growls and turns and walks away.
What a jerk that guy was, right? Such a little guy. Reminds me of the boss.
All right, so we got stuff to overcome the DR. We're considered to have the basic knowledge of constructs, right?
Yeah, you have the basic knowledge of constructs. The wizard would fill you in on any other additional details about constructs you would want to know, so you can have all the understanding about constructs. You know that it has DR against adamantine. You know it's immune to electricity and acid, and you know that it is and that it's immune to any magic that has that is susceptible to spell resistance.
Yes. And mind affecting charms, compulsions.
Correct, because it doesn't have a brain, and that divination spells cast within 60 feet are immediately nullified.
Ooh, this is an interesting creature to have to fight, and I'm trying to pick my spells accordingly.
Well, why don't we take a short break while you think about that, and when we come back, we'll see what everybody's come up with. We'll see you shortly.
Okay.
goes, and we're back. I don't know why that didn't work. That was like the biggest delay I'd ever seen in pushing a button, but it just kind of happened in the middle of me looking at the button. So the party is making preparations and can rest and prepare spells. Last chance to pick up any items that you might want. No? All right, then prep up spells.
Still doing spell research because everything of mine is
Subject to
not
spell
gonna go-
resistance.
Yeah,
Well, maybe look for buffs for the party instead.
I do have those. I have Glow of Invulnerability. I have Human Potential. I have several of those kind of spells.
Okay.
So that may be what I'm doing. As everything I have is... Oh, maybe this one. Let's see.
Right. Well, either way, while you're doing your research, you'll all be called forward eventually by your wizard friend that you all were so well introduced to. Unfortunately, I'm stuck with carting you out there. I know it's not your some of your preference to have me being your guide, but I do what I have to.
Oh, he's a delight.
I promise not to betray any of you. Even though some of you seem to think that I would be of that mindset. And he stares directly at Niev as he says that.
You just don't think all of us should have certain knowledge. It's okay.
I understand that people need to have certain understanding of things, but what I also understand is that some people do not understand what damage they can cause with knowledge being used without forethought.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
Are we here to have an ethics debate? I'm down if you are. But we do have to leave at a certain point in time. I can feel the ticking in my head.
Well, let's go.
Not yet. Gotta wait till the timer goes off.
Golems.
Are you all prepared? Did you all enjoy your feast?
Yes.
Yes. What sort of benefits do we get from this feast?
Yeah, so from a hero's feast, for the next 12 hours, you will gain 1d8 temporary hit points plus 1 point per every 2 caster levels. So this is cast at maximum, so you'll get the... Oh no, it's per 2 caster levels, I'm sorry. So this will be an additional... God damn it, I can't do math, and it's an easy half. This will be 6 additional hit points, plus the d8 that you roll. So each of you can give me a d8 roll.
That one's for Nikolai.
Okay.
That one's for Pax.
And then add that plus 6 to your current hit points, even if it goes above, because they are temporary hit points. Additionally, you'll gain a +1 morale bonus on attack rolls and will saves. And a +4 morale bonus on saving throws against poison and fear effects. You are cured of any sickness or nausea. Have any poisons or diseases cleansed?
Does that help with the energy drain?
No, but they will have been able to remove 1 point of your energy drain. And they will be able to tell you that should you be able to accomplish this mission in Howlron, and have things go without complication, should you be able to liberate Howlron successfully, the curse will be lifted. This is Anher's gift to you.
Thanks.
Should I be, just out of curiosity, should I have prepped communal endure elements for everybody since we're going to be in a desert area?
No, the desert heat is not that hot. You're close enough to the edge of the desert that the heat does not get quite that high. It will be no warmer than the savannah is around you now.
Okay.
All right, so I got 3 feat spells of human potential. That's going to allow everyone to add +2 to a stat. So it lasts a minute, so it's going to last 9 solid minutes. So if we're still in combat after 9 minutes, laws. So we need to pass those out.
Well, that'll only work on 2 people in the party, right?
Well,
and only because I allow halflings to accept human spells. Because human potential, I thought, only works on humans.
Just says creature touched.
No, I think it's in the description of the spell, I thought. Oh no, you're right. Never mind. Okay. It is an enhancement bonus though, so it can't be a stat you already have a bonus to.
So yeah, if you don't have it, if you don't have, you're not enhanced in anything. I don't know. Maybe boost up saves or.
Yeah, you can use it for con to get the boost on saves and the extra hit point. Or the extra couple hit points.
Thinking. I also have a blur. And magic circle against evil. No, and then I have
the evil lead golem.
Yeah. And then I have lesser globe of vulnerability, memorize twice, and greater invisibility.
Okay. Well, keep in mind the lead golem is not going to be the only encounter. They'll remind you and that evening that like you need to prepare for more than just the golem that you're going to be fighting. Right, so you may want to pack other spells that are good against regular things as well.
Well, we're still keeping a lot of magic missiles.
Okay. I'll let you guys discuss spells real quick while I step away for a moment. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
How's your day?
Yeah.
That's good. Let's see, kitties.
Did someone?
I'm gonna keep. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I didn't catch all of the things we got. So we got the hit points, I know, but there was some like resistance to something.
Yeah, so it's a +1 morale bonus on attack rolls and will saves.
+1.
And a +4 morale bonus on saving throws against poison and fear effects.
Okay. So I guess add those as buffs.
That's what I did. I don't even know if I did it right. I just sort of put those 2 bonuses in and named it Hero's Feast.
So we get a +1 morale bonus to attack.
Yes.
We have to put them in as separate buffs for each thing, right?
I just put them all on the same buff.
Oh,
But I don't
that
even.
work?
I guess I don't know.
+1 to hit, and what else?
So +1 to attack and +1 to will saves.
All right. So what have you come up with so far?
Or
I
we're just talking
accidentally
about
turned my
the
computer off.
logistics.
Fuck.
Okay.
We're trying to figure out how to make a buff for Hero's Feast.
Oh, that's should be pretty easy, I would think, right?
Can we do all 3 in one?
Yeah, you use semicolons.
So I did +1 attacks.
Plus one
one
to attack.
Right. To attacks.
Semicolon. Plus
plus one.
1 to will.
Uh-huh.
Semicolon. Plus the other ones you can't do, the morale and poison and fear you can't really do.
So we just have to remember that.
Yeah. Well, the first two you can.
Is it only the people who get the feats?
No, the animals will be able to eat and gain it as well.
Okay.
Yay!
I'm adding it to packs as well. Right.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely.
And +1 to will?
Yeah, and +1 to will. But remember, this does not stack with Bless, because Bless is also a morale save. So if anybody casts Bless, don't bother.
I don't think anyone has that to
I
cast, but
couldn't remember, so I just wanted to bring it up just in case.
yeah.
I feel like that's one of the things I get most annoyed with Bissy is just trying to figure out like what buff am I overriding with what ability.
Yeah. Can be frustrating.
Yeah, nobody thought through some of that bard stacking.
Okay.
Can't open Kotry's like buffs area.
Hang on.
Because we don't want Kotry to get buffed.
He's
I think we
he's
do.
already a tiger.
Oh yeah, it's like
we're like
totally
that tiger's
borked.
overpowered.
Can't close it. I can't. What in the world?
The Ryo, the Kaiser.
I even closed the character sheet and reopened it. And it was still doing it.
Well, yeah, it's affecting me as well, so it's not. The close button is broken, but only on Kotry.
I mean, I'm having issues on Niev as well. But of course, I'm going like, mine's really slow for some reason.
I wonder if this is just a Roll20 glitch. I'm able to close it on Candor. Let me look at...
When I put my hit points in the temporary hit points part, it doesn't seem to add them on the...
It doesn't. The temporary hit points thing is just a temp tracker. It doesn't go on
so
your
just
main
remove
HP,
it
so
from
just
that.
add it, yeah, just add it to your main hit points, to your main current hit points.
Oh, okay.
Alright, well this is a really cool bug. That I don't comprehend in any way, shape, form, or idea. And I don't know how we fix. Let me see if there's an answer to it online. Let me check something here. That makes sense, but... I'm reassigning permissions, so just give me a sec. See if maybe that's creating the problem. Alright, I changed it on a hunter, so can you give hunter a try? And now I'm doing it to Kotry.
What am I doing with Hunter?
Just try to. I thought you said you also couldn't open or close Hunters.
I was able to do it. It was just very slow for me.
Okay. Oh, it closed. By removing your permissions, it's closed now. If you go back in, you should see that the buffs are now closed for Khatri.
Oh no, my problem was I couldn't open it.
Oh, I could open it. I just couldn't close it.
Yeah, no, I'm clicking on it and it's not opening.
Okay, well, I programmed Hero's Feast in there, so
Okay.
you're good. Very weird that you can't open it and I can't close it. So it's working well enough. Let's not screw with it. So we might break it in even further. All right.
No, I can't close it. Okay, whatever.
Is it? It's
fine.
open now.
Yeah, it's stuck open now.
Then I'll have to revoke your permissions again. Because it's actually now it's closed on my end, and now I can't open it. This is ridiculous. It's like we're both being given a different copy of the sheet, which is probably what the glitch is. All right, I'm gonna revoke your permissions again.
Revoke those permissions.
So Khatri should have just disappeared. And then Khatri should now reappear. And now it's stuck open for me.
Oh.
So you should have it closed now, right?
No.
Now it's open for both of us? What a stupid this fucking game, man. Oh, now none of the buttons do anything. I can manually check and uncheck things, but they don't trigger anything. Alright, we're gonna have to rebuild Khatri's sheet.
Okay.
It's just what I wanted to do. I might be able to do an export-import, but that's gonna take a bit of time. So, either way, do you guys all have spells prepared? Let's start there.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I have all my spells put together.
Good.
I have all my spells put together.
Excellent.
Good job.
While maintaining eye contact with this wizard, I am going to cast Life Bubble on each of the party.
Yeah, he watches you carefully to make sure of what you cast. And he says everything that you cast as you cast it. Oh, Life Bubble. Good spell.
Yes.
Life. What does that do?
It surrounds everyone with tolerable living conditions. Allows you to breathe freely, even underwater or in a vacuum. It makes you immune to harmful gases and vapors. That sort of thing.
Okay.
Well, are we all prepared to go? Do you have anything else you need?
I believe that was all of my, daily things that I have to...
Good. Then it is about time I get you all out of here. Now, I should warn you that you should all try to think deeply about where we're going and how you stubbornly wish to get there. Otherwise, you might end up off course. Halron has a bit of a defense mechanism. They set up quite a distance away from Halron, and I want to get you all as close as I can. We could still end up getting rebuffed by it, but it is less likely if we all focus on the intended target. And he will actively, he'll take something out and he'll show you a picture that he has of the location. And he's think of this. And then he will proceed to cast a spell. And everything will sort of fade from view, and I will need a fortitude save from everyone.
8. Fuck.
That's fine. Everyone also includes your companions.
Your companimals.
All right. You will slowly appear. Change some things about the map real quick.
$104 spell point. Oh dear.
And the golem will not be difficult to locate. As you sort of rapidly manifest in and see the sand surrounding you. And as you see the sand surrounding you, you see staring directly at you in very close proximity the golem. And I need to grab the tiger and move it over. With this, combat will ensue.
Good stuff.
I get some initiative rolls from everybody. Tiger is coming in. And you all can basically organize yourself anywhere within 10 feet behind Nikolai. Because you all would have to be close. So none of you can, and also none of you can be outside of 5 feet of another person.
All right, who am I giving my 3 buffs to?
Is Pax on here?
Oops, Pax is not. 1 sec. Forgot to grab Pax.
Well, we can't miss that golem.
I don't see it.
Huh?
The golem?
It's right
is
there.
That's
That's the
it?
golem, yeah.
Oh, okay.
She didn't have that bracelet, that necklace on. Unless she could find it.
You gotta concentrate. Yeah, no sooner do you arrive, but the wizard disappears. As if he was ready, as if something was ready to take him away as soon as he arrived.
What a guy.
Lead. That's his name, Lead.
Unclear the man.
He shouldn't be
Name
very.
the golem better.
He should have.
cast things before we got here.
I mean, I cast life bubble on you guys.
Right, but I should have cast like mirror image and displacement and stuff.
Oh, I was gonna say, obviously the golem's not very intelligent because it's made of lead.
It's very dense.
dense.
All right. Well, leading us off here is Pax.
Yep, sorry, I did just. I haven't played this character in so long. I'm like, I don't even know what to have her do.
Well, there's the most important thing that a bard can do.
Yeah, she'll perform.
Yep. You just start your bardic music, which is a +2 to everyone. To attack and damage. And then does she want to stay where she's standing? Does she want to move back away?
Sorry, it's hard to see on the screen.
You can zoom in. In fact, I should zoom in things for the viewers.
It's hard because everybody's like right
Niev, are your temp hit points on? Because I noticed you don't have the plus next to your HP. I also noticed the companions don't seem to have their temp hit points either.
I had just put it in the temp hit point box.
Oh,
the
yeah.
thing.
That does, but it's going to be harder for you. I mean, if you've got your sheet open, that's fine. I just usually add it to the main so that I don't have to keep jumping back and forth between the sheet.
Okay.
Yeah, I put it on the sheet, but it doesn't seem to have given to put it on. I've put it on the actual like mini itself, and I can't get to the HP on the sheet right now.
Just do it from the mini. You can you can click in the green box in the mini and just hit plus whatever.
I couldn't add it to my animal companion either.
Smart ass. Erasmus, it's your turn.
Okay. All right. So we're I'm handing out the human potentials. So who needs a buff to their con?
I don't think I can take it.
No, you can take it. It's not for humans only. We did discover that.
I thought you said if you didn't have a modifier.
No, you can give it to a stat that's not whatever the thing you already have, whatever you have an enhancement bonus to. So we could give it to your con or whatever, but you can't have, it's an enhancement bonus. So it can't go on something that already gives you an enhancement bonus.
Oh, okay. I suppose I could take it.
Yeah, I
Okay.
would give it to the frontliners.
All right.
Nikolai will take it.
So it's going to do what?
+2 to one of your stats that doesn't already have an enhancement bonus on it.
Alright.
So I can only give it to one person this round.
Yes, one person at a time. So who are you giving it to first?
Which one of you is going next?
Next up is Nikolai.
Me.
So
then I'll get Nikolai this time and Gort next round.
okay,
And so this goes on any one of my
pick
stats?
one of your stats and give it +2. And if you choose your con, then give yourself 9 temporary hit points.
I feel like I should probably do that.
Okay.
So I have an 8.
Although Gort will probably be engaging next round. Fuck.
And then that'll take us to Nikolai.
Sorry, so it's +2 to con?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's really hard for me having 2 character sheets. This is going to be a disaster.
Sorry. It'll get easier as we go. As it goes on, it'll get easier. It becomes second nature.
Maybe.
Yeah, see, now I'm not sure what to do because I'm more than close within 60 feet and should have already done spells and didn't.
Yeah, the party's average turned out pretty low on that fort save. So
We didn't do well on the fort save.
you were 1.2 points away from success.
What would
Oof.
that have done?
It would have given you a lot more distance between this thing.
Because right now I'm, let's see, 25 feet. So, fuck, I don't know what to do. I really didn't think we were going to actually start combat tonight, so my brain was like not ready for this.
Do you want to move up? Do you want to wait for it to move up and ready an attack?
Well, no, I'm trying to decide should I move back so I can cast something, but then that's taking...
Is it a divination spell that you want to cast, or
No.
then it doesn't? Then that's not negated. It's divination spells that are negated.
Right, but I thought we couldn't cast spells within 60 feet.
You cannot cast divination spells within 60 feet.
Oh. Okay. For some reason I thought that was different.
Nope.
We sure this thing.
Gonna go ahead and cast Displacement on myself.
Yep.
Sorry, I should have used the thing.
You become a blur. No, that's the right one.
I thought Conceal was it. I didn't click the macro.
No, the conceal is the check when something tries to attack you.
Oh, okay. And then since I did that, then I can just take a 5-foot, right?
Yep.
Take a 5-foot step.
Okay. Niev.
Alright, so Niev is going to cast. She's going to begin summoning Nature's Ally.
Okay.
And she'll be summoning a Boulet.
All right.
Oolay.
Summoning a French dessert.
She's going to
so
have Hunter
delicious.
stay where he is this time around.
macro size.
Could I have changed my scimitar to be adamantine on my sheet?
It doesn't matter.
Steve's gonna have the golem crush it in its hands.
Making sure I get size right. Yep, 15 feet size. And then let me give control of the token. Alright, there you go. Gort. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. Hunter.
No, she was gonna have Hunter stay back for right now.
Okay. Gort.
Alright, I'm just gonna move 1, 2, tree. I'm gonna hang right there.
Okay. The golem is going to go. And they are not too bright because they don't have an intellect.
They're very dense.
It moves to something within its range, and I think Tiger is out of range, if I remember right. Tiger is just barely in range. That is 3 potential charge targets. So, can I have Gort, Katri, and Nikolai give me charisma checks? All right, Nikolai, you get the charge.
Leading the charge.
Oh wait, no, that's reversed. I'm sorry. Gort, you get the charge. The highest charisma check gets it.
Oh.
Because it notices you more than it notices the person with no charisma effect.
That's amazing.
So get attacked!
Yep. Slam. 26.
For 23 points of damage. Wow, that was a good roll.
Wait, I got a DI. Don't I got a modifier too. Where is it?
Yeah, you get like 2 or 3 DR at this point, right?
I have a, yeah. Where is it? 7th level, subtract 1. Yeah, I got -1.
Okay. Constag.
So minus 22.
You should be 9th level. Oh no, at 7th level you get the first point of DR.
Yeah.
Constag.
I'm going to cast Bowstring onto Pottery.
Yep. Are you able to
Don't
turn it
know
on?
if that buff's gonna work. I clicked the check mark. I can't see if it worked or not because I can't see my spring.
I'll take a look. The buff did not work. Back to the buffs show is empty. Can I put it in here? No. This is so bullshit. Alright, well, this is the end of the round, and Whitney's partially out of it, and Katri's character sheet not working means we should probably just break here and see if the party can manage to survive. This is not the way I want to have to end a session, but it is the way we need to, because I think this character sheet thing is only going to get progressively worse. See you guys later. Good night.
Later.